Hey, gorgeous people. Viv going live from York. Wearing my crazy glasses, but I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to wear my crazy glasses. And I was going to read a poem, but maybe I won't. But anyway, I wanted to share some stuff around sort of purpose and finding your voice and stuff. So obviously, you'll probably know if you've watched any of my stuff that I'm a shamanic practitioner and I use essential oils and I have my own business. But I think more important than that is everybody has like something they can remember from childhood or an experience they've been through or something where they've experienced something and they feel that actually now they could help other people with that thing. So it's sometimes called, if you're self-employed, it's quite often called your why or the reason that you're doing what you're doing. So I'll give you an example. So for me, you might not believe this as someone who does videos every week, but as a child, I was very, very quiet. My mum still reminds me that I used to just sit there looking puzzled at my three brothers going, what is going on? I think if I was that child now, I'd probably be classed as a selective mute. I was very difficult. It was very difficult to get me to talk, like ever. And I think a lot of that stems from firstly having three older brothers and being the youngest and being a girl. I spent a lot of time being told that I wasn't a girl, that I was a boy, which really confused me, especially confused me seeing as I then had a son who looks exactly like me, who was repeatedly told he was a girl, even though he was a boy. So just go figure, it must be something to do with our genetics. I didn't feel like I fitted in particularly because I wasn't a particularly girly girl. Maybe that was because I lived with three boys, maybe not. Maybe it was the clothes I was wearing. I don't know. I got compared quite a lot to my eldest brother, even though I had two brothers in between, because I was quite similar to him academically. But unfortunately, I had a short-term memory dyslexia problem that was undiagnosed until I was at university, and he's got a photographic memory. So we were very, very different. And then things like I had a really good friend just after I started school, she moved away. So suddenly I had this really important person to me, especially as someone who was quite shy and didn't really talk. This person who was my best mate at the time and was quite chatty and probably would have helped me fit in at school better. They moved away. I was bullied at school because I was quiet, very easy to pick on. So I felt like I didn't really have my voice. I didn't really find my voice until probably really after I had children, because I think they just sort of reflect back to you some of your awesome points. They also reflect back to you how flawed you are and stuff. But and that did send me on a path to finding my voice via various things I did, like the Hoffman process, which then led me to find permaculture, which then led me to do shamanism. So it was a very interesting path that got me to where I was. And I tried other modalities. I trained in Silver Method, Reiki, EFT, NLP, blah, 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 blah. And for me, I found my thing because what I needed to do was find my authentic voice, like my true, authentic, powerful voice. And for me, I found that by doing all the shamanic training I did. And then luckily the essential oils, which are a really good way of finding your voice. So that's sort of how I got to where I am. And my why was maybe as a child because I didn't speak and I didn't really find my true voice. And I was sort of floundering around going, who am I supposed to be? Three older brothers, am I supposed to be like one of those? Am I a boy? Am I in the wrong body? Who am I? What am I supposed to be here for? All those questions you have as a kid. And then you look at how you've been treated and stuff. And, you know, I ended up in a male-dominated industry. Was that trying to show me something? The way my brain works is quite odd for who, you know, compared to other people, blah, blah, blah. To then get to a point where I'm like, do you know what? We're all different. I'm Viv. There's only one of me. The likelihood of me being here is billions to one. The same for you, the same for everyone. The likelihood that you are here and that your grandparents survived and your great grandparents survived all the things they went through to produce the kids they produced, to produce the kids they produced, for you being here is an absolute miracle. And that's probably my biggest thing that I want to bring to people is like, you're amazing, you're a miracle, you're fantastic. And how can you use that to support other people? And it doesn't have to be through doing what I do, which is like a business where I can sort of help people find their true authentic voice and tap into that power and deal with any ancestral issues or past life issues that might be putting roadblocks in the way. But for you, it could be you're someone who has migraines, but you found the way that works for you. That means you don't get floored by them for 3 days after having them, because you found something that works for you that you can share with other people. Or you might be someone like me who feels that you were in the wrong body and you've transitioned, or not, you found a way to deal with feeling okay and comfortable in your skin, and that's something that you can talk to people about and share. Or I remember when talking about home educating, the number of people who were like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Why would you do that? And you have to be a teacher. And I was like, no, you don't have to be a teacher. You just have to be someone who can facilitate your kids being their amazing, fantastic selves. So I used to talk to a lot of people about that, and I supported a lot of people in home educating. So I just wanted to share that, something, it doesn't have to be something that you don't then do as a job, but people out there are struggling with all sorts of things. And you might be the one person who puts a smile on their face or gives them some information that makes them think, actually, I'm not alone. There's other people going through the same things as me, or that person just gave me a smile. That might be your thing. You might be the person who, doesn't matter how miserable you are or how tired you are or whatever, you can just smile and lighten up a room. That's a real gift that can make a huge difference to other people. And maybe that's because as a kid, nobody smiled at you. So you just thought, you know what, I'm going to give this gift to the world. I'm going to smile at everyone. And just to see what it felt like, because you wanted that back. And you can now do that. So I just want to share that because it's something that's come out in a couple of healings I've done recently, where the way I do my shamanic work has changed quite a bit, because I've realized what I want for people is to have their true, authentic, powerful, amazing, fantastic voice, so that we can go around spreading love, especially at the moment. Smile, spread love, share your story with people in case it touches somebody out there and makes a huge difference, or they pass it on to their mate and that makes a huge difference. You never know what a smile or a gift or a flower or a comment or a joke or some little snippet of conversation can make a huge difference in somebody's life. So go out there and be fantastic, amazing, wonderful human beings, which I know you can be, because you all are, because it's a miracle that you're here. So make the most of it. So I just thought I'd share that. Remember, you are fantastic, you are awesome, and I love you very much. Take care, everybody.